Alright, we're back for another episode of the Livecast.
Back-to-back uploads on the weekend.
You have never seen a YouTuber or YouTubers grind like us.
Yeah, they do.
True. Well, anyway, today we thought we'd do a cheeky little quick upload for our
Yep,
predictions and stuff for Game of
Game of
Thrones.
Thrones. Yeah, penultimate episode where we wake up.
Yeah, unfortunately we live in the UK, so it airs for us at like 2 o'clock in the morning, so
Yeah, bit too late,
I was trying to stay
or
up.
early.
But you know, school finishes, so
Not too long.
it it wouldn't be a problem then, but too bad it ends as soon as exam starts. So.
Yeah, we got.
Well,
Okay.
let's start off with your predictions then. See what you got for us.
Oof. Okay, so the one everyone knows is gonna happen is that Euron will die on the boat or some shit by Dany. Like the Dragon's gonna fuck him up. Let's be real.
But does Drogon survive?
Yeah, 100%. They. There's also things like theories about the episode is that Drogon's gonna have armor on and shit. Like either Drogon's got armor, so he'll probably not getting shot by a ballista and he survives, whatever, some bullshit. But there's also another theory that Dany had more eggs and shit, dragon eggs.
Oh shit, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and she left them in the temple in it to hatch and whatever. Like I wish I'd learnt more about it, but the video wasn't extensive, so there's that.
I kind of think, if I may interject,
Yeah.
it. I don't think she has more eggs, but I think there may. I don't think she had another egg, but I feel like there was another egg somewhere,
Hmm.
and then that hatched, and it was a female, and then you know when Drogon went AWOL for like time around like season 4/5. After they captured that Slaver's Bay, and
Yeah.
he ate one of the children, and then he just dipped. Yeah, I feel like he banged the thing, and then I think they made some baby dragons, and I feel like those baby dragons might come out of nowhere. That would be,
That's some Game of Thrones stuff now. That's
yeah,
some D&D shit.
that would just be pushing it, but it's something like that could definitely happen. Like knowing the writers this season, some bullshit last second clutch save would come in.
Have you seen the theory that, well, I think it's true from the book or something,
Hmm.
that you know Euron killed that guy on the bridge, um, his uncle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Supposedly, there's some like theory that there was another guy that helped him,
Right.
and it was a faceless person.
Hmm.
And obviously, because they're an assassin, they're expensive to pay for. Like they're one of the most like expensive assassins or what. Like they're expensive.
Oh, yeah,
And
they do quite a good job though. To be fair,
yeah, exactly. Like Jaqen. Anyway, that's just gonna go off. How do you pronounce his name? Jaqen Hagar, whatever. Yeah.
Jack
Apparently
and
he was
Hagar,
there.
yeah,
But anyway,
he was there.
supposedly, supposedly Euron paid for the faceless person with a dragon egg. Like he
Oh
somehow
shit.
got hold of a dragon egg, but he obviously didn't know how to hatch it, whatever.
Oh
So
man,
like
do you
yeah,
think?
so there could be like another dragon somewhere.
But then he's not a Targaryen, so wouldn't the dragon just like munch him up?
I don't know how it'd work.
Because I swear, like the dragons don't like anyone except Targaryens. See, now that leads on to another theory, which I kind of stand behind, which has not been explored, and it probably won't be. But you know when going back to Slaver's Bay,
Yeah,
you know when she locked up Rhaegal and Viserion.
yeah,
You know that scene where Danny forces Tyrion to go downstairs and like feed the dragons or some shit like that.
yeah.
Yeah, the dragons didn't do anything to him, and literally, the dragons been on site with everyone except Targaryens. The only people the dragons have let come close to is Jon Snow, who we know is now a Targaryen, Danny, which is obviously a Targaryen, and now Tyrion as well. So what if Tyrion's half Targaryen because he's a bastard?
I s wait, a bastard?
Isn't he? I'm pretty sure he's a bastard, isn't
No,
he?
he's Tywin's son,
Yeah,
and his
Tywin's
mother
son, but
died.
I
His
don't
mother
think.
died when he gave birth. He was given birth or conceived.
Yeah, but like they weren't married, were they? Wait, let me Google this.
Well, anyway, that anyone that's a ally of top like Dany is, they're not gonna burn them anyway. So
Uh, so yeah, there is theories. There is theories um that I'm pretty sure. I thought that he's because he's not of the same mother as Jamie and Cersei, right?
no, they're all brother and
Are
sisters.
they all are they all are they all from the same mother and
Yeah,
father? Okay,
Cersei and Jamie
I
are
thought he was a
twins, and
bastard.
then Tyrion came later.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he doesn't. Tywin always didn't like him that much. So what if he
Yeah,
was a bastard not from Tywin's side though? What if the mother screwed the Targaryen guy?
nah, that's some bullshit.
I don't know, but I feel like he could possibly be a Targaryen. You know. All right.
Nah,
Well, let's just get
well,
back to what's matter at hand.
well, we could go into Game of Thrones theories for ages. What the fuck?
We could. Yeah. There's
Even
so many
after it
theories.
ends, like
Do you know what I'm pissed off about though?
what?
They even developed it in the show itself. Talk about the book where that theory is massive. You know the whole Azor Ahai prophecy.
Yeah,
It was meant to be everyone like before episode 3. Everyone was hyping up that it's either going to be Cersei, not Cersei. It's either going to be Danny, John, Danny or John that's going to kill the Night King because they'll kill the other person because the prophecy says that for the prince that was promised to kill them to kill the Night King would have to kill the lover to get like the last stage of their sword or whatever,
yeah,
some shit like that. So everyone thought that, and then out of nowhere, Arya comes and just kills him, and has nothing to do with the prophecy, even that prophecy was explored in the show. So there we go, last minute clutch
that leads
saves,
on to another prediction as well. But
which is
well, let me lead on to the other one that follows Euron dying, because
right.
in chronological, like
Yep.
how like the whole episode is gonna lay out, because it's gonna start with the naval battle
You think
between.
he's gonna start straight away with the naval battle?
No, 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 but that's how the battle will start. Like, obviously, it probably start with some diplomacy or whatever, ease us in.
That's mad considering they pretty much have to wrap up this fight this
Mm.
episode. So
But anyway, after Euron dies, well, we've been on a good dive like tangent. Anyway,
yeah.
after he dies, the Golden Company surrenders, and they switch sides, and
Why
then
would they
they go
surrender though?
because they're mercenaries. They're not loyal to anyone, but they're loyal to Targaryens, right? I told you this in it before we had a
Yeah,
conversation. Yeah.
yeah, but surely it they are mercenaries, so they're gonna fight for the people that pay them.
Yeah,
I
but no
doubt they're
money is worth getting melted down to your death. Like, you know what I mean?
especially when it's really not your fight.
Yeah, they've just been there to reinforce because the Lannister army is pretty weak. All they have is the ballistas at the on the like the what's called the walls, but that's about it. But anyway, yeah, back to it. The Golden Company switches sides. Boom. They storm the front gates and stuff. Blah blah blah. Cool. That. But anyway, then they whatever happens in the Red Keep and in the actual King's Landing, no one really knows. I guess.
Well, it could go either way. What about the hooded guy in the trailer?
Oh yeah, the Jamie Lannister theory. There's another theory though, which is from the spoiler I watched, because, like I said, supposedly he goes into a sewer and he tries to sneak into King's Landing, and he gets
What's your
caught. And I don't know what happened after that from the theory and stuff, but supposedly he gets killed by Arya, or he gets stabbed by Arya, and then she takes his face, and then Arya
Oh god.
in Jamie's skin sees Cersei and kills Cersei, and then
So
so
wait,
on
do you
and
think so Jamie's gonna die to the hands of Arya? Arya's gonna take his face,
hmm
and then Jamie, quote unquote, is gonna kill Cersei,
yeah,
who really is Arya.
this is just one theory, of course, but
I mean, that's what's so beautiful about the show that you could theorize endlessly, and you'd still be able to come out with a reasonable ending.
yeah, well, everyone can tailor their predictions and whatever to a similar ending. That's quite crazy.
Yeah, because there's only so many endings that can happen, because we're at the end now. We're
Reasonable
2 episodes
endings, let's
away.
say,
Yeah,
because they
obviously,
can't do
unless
anything far-field. The game,
I,
like the Game of Thrones is.
I mean, I understand that it's a show where anything and everything can happen, but I doubt it'll be something like, oh yeah, the Night King comes back all of a sudden and just kills everyone or some shit.
Supposedly, I haven't gone to that far yet.
Oh,
But
crikey.
anyway, so either one of those two gets killed, or we get Clegane during the whole period as well. And I feel like I feel like the Hound will die, but I know he's not going to. But I feel like he will just for the sake of it, just because they want to make the penultimate episode like a madness,
I mean,
like
I
have
did
carnage.
watch a one of the late night. I can't remember which one it was, but they did a interview with Emilia Clarke, and she said that episode 5 will be, the fight will be even bigger than episode 3.
Well, if you think about episode 3, it wasn't even like a big fight. Even though the whole episode was a battle, the battle of like the long night.
What
But
pissed
like,
me off about that was like the way they. What did you
bro,
have the same problem as me? Is like sometimes the screen will just go black.
yeah, we'll go.
Bro, it was so poorly done.
What we'll do, yeah. Once the whole episode, like the season's done, we'll go back and watch. Like not rewatch it. Well, we could just rewatch it and then go through it like a summary,
Yeah,
and then we can get more content out for you guys. But A levels right now, we're just trying to do what we can do.
yeah. We're just, this
Just
is
trying to put
literally
the
just
effort in.
us on the off time. Yep.
Because I had another idea, which is just completely like straying away for this episode. But we could do reactions, but through an online call. That's like we could watch like content, or we can have ideas and stuff based on other stuff. But we'll think about
Yeah,
that when we get into it,
definitely can.
because yeah. But anyway,
But yeah, let's
so
let's just get back to what we're talking about, which is Game of Thrones.
what was you talking about before?
We were talking about, I don't even know. Oh yeah, everyone
Oh
killing,
yeah,
because it's episode 5, so everyone dies. That's what was last said.
yeah. Okay. So well, we all know that Io and the Hound are gonna sneak in,
Yeah.
and Io will probably just take some Don's face and just be like, "Yo," like some Lego character, and just hold triangle and make a new character. But anyway,
Wouldn't it be sick if like Arya and the Hound somehow? Obviously, the Hound's not really the kind of person to sneak about, but what if they snuck into the Red Keep, and then like just have like Cersei sitting on the throne,
mm,
and then the Mountain standing in front of her, and then Arya and the Hound walk in, and then Clegane happens in the throne room.
imagine.
How sick would
What are you talking
that
about? Like
be?
the room where like the map is and shit on the floor
No,
on
no,
the
no,
map.
the throne room, the one where the Iron Throne is.
Oh, I know what you mean.
So imagine it's literally Cersei and
Oh my
Arya
god,
each
oh my god.
side, and then the
I
Mountain and the
watched a
Hound
mad
fighting
video
in it.
today. I have to
It
show
would be
you it.
so sick.
I watched a mad video of how Elena kills Joffrey.
Is it?
You know, because she poisoned the like wine or whatever.
Well, she didn't directly, but yeah, she gave it to thingy, didn't she?
Bro, she imagine it was on. Nah, I can't even. Well, I thought tell you after the video, but
All right,
it's actually mad. But anyway, back to it. So the throne room, that would be pretty lit. Imagine like
that would be the best way. And
all
then
we
just
know.
like, I don't want Arya to just walk out of nowhere and just like kill her just randomly like they did with the
Yeah,
Night
she
King.
flies out of nowhere.
I want Arya to have another Walder Frey situation where she gives him like a little monologue just before she kills him. Imagine she
That's
does that
where
with Cersei.
that's where
Just
they
just
think
like,
Qyburn. That's where the predictions of Qyburn killing her. Obviously him. Well, you know, Qyburn
wait,
isn't
Cabin
actually
killing
Qyburn.
who?
Qyburn will kill Cersei, but it's Arya, right? That's another theory,
Oh right,
like
yeah.
prediction.
Basically, the whole thing with the face swapping thing just means that like you could basically
That's
say that
infinite.
anyone. What if Arya kills Cersei, takes her face, and then just like surrenders everything? Like that could happen. It won't, but it could.
That's one of the things that could. But anyway,
Imagine she just kills Cersei and then just walks out to the battlefield and just goes stop the fight and shit. That's just it. And then she takes off the mask. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, look at Arya." what the fuck have we just done? Because Because is it really even like? Do people know that she's a faceless
No, no one does
person?
besides
I feel like
Jackie.
doesn't does Sansa know? I feel like something in season 7. I'm pretty sure they like talked about something. But anyway, yeah, it'll just be a mad reveal to everyone. Like she just takes off the face and
I think
everyone's
it's
like,
best
oh
she
my.
doesn't,
Yeah, true.
but it doesn't matter because it's over next week.
I also don't like how well, going back to episode 3 and its many flaws. I also don't like how they didn't explain how or why.
How
Well,
Arya got
not
there.
why, not why, but how she killed him because that was bullshit. Like we got no explanation.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
kind of just happened.
as
It
I
just
said,
happened. That was
that
it.
as I said, the directors are just making a fucking last ditch effort, like last second clutch
Even
save
though they had all
on
this
everything.
time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So next prediction of yours?
I forgot. Kind of had it all so far with everyone dying and
Uh,
stuff like that.
well, you didn't mention the middle one that you wrote down, which is Jon Snow killing Daenerys.
Oh yeah. So Dany's gonna go Mad Queen, even though she says she wouldn't. She's gonna become the thing she hated, which is obviously
I mean, she was considering it before Miss Sunday died,
yeah,
and now that
exactly.
Miss Sunday's dead, she's definitely gonna go
Yeah, she's
batshit
triggered,
crazy.
man. Trigger mood.
She's so mad.
Because you see from episode was it yeah last episode she was making up with John and they were getting all close and stuff and you could just see she
I thought
was
she
like
was gonna stab him, bro.
yeah exactly that's what I said I thought
I fully thought she was gonna like strip him down, take off all of his like the belt and everything, and
stab
just
him
expose
through
his thing,
his
and
mm,
just stab him in the gut, and just like you're not gonna become the king or whatever. Be mad.
then he becomes the king in the north.
He becomes nothing because he's dead,
No, I mean after he kills her he's gonna become the king.
right?
Oh,
Well,
but no
if
no
he
no
kills her, then
wait.
oh, okay.
He's gonna become king theoretically. He's gonna be the one true heir.
Hmm.
He gives it to Bran apparently. That's the prediction that this guy gave in a spoiler. So the man
Uh,
that does fuck
wait,
all will be the king.
wait. He'd give the Iron Throne to Bran,
Hmm.
but Bran doesn't even want to be Lord of Winterfell, so why would he want the Iron Throne?
I don't know, but then it probably
I
goes.
did,
If no one
I
knows.
did see a theory though,
Hmm.
where they were saying that the Night King attacked Winterfell because he wanted to kill Bran, because
Hmm.
Bran is the true evil, and the Night King was created by the children, the children of the forest, or whatever they're called. He was created for protection, and maybe this whole time the Night King was trying to protect them by killing the three-eyed raven, because apparently there's a theory where Bran's just gonna go haywire and just kill everything,
Damn.
and Night King was trying to kill Bran because he was trying to protect everyone. Because I
For
mean,
her
the
for what?
three-eyed raven. Remember when the whole Hodor thing happened and the children of the forest, they all died because of him, basically.
They
But yeah,
sacrificed their
that
lives
was
for him though,
yeah.
and Hodor
That
couldn't
guy
hold
is
the fucking door.
that guy is like the Bran's like the weirdest character in that show. Not even obviously like we know that he's the weirdest, but like his story arc is just like he's at one point the least important character. He's technically what started Game of Thrones because of the whole accusations and shit, and like then Ned Stark went to the capital and then he got beheaded, and that's how it all started.
Mm.
But like without Bran, that catalyst, it wouldn't have happened. But like, he's basically like not important at all. He's just in the fucking north, just walking and sitting in a fucking cave, and now all of a sudden he's quite important because he can see everything. But
Yeah,
then he's not even that important because he doesn't do anything. So
that's
I
true.
don't get it. Like he's still there, but I don't see why he would be. He's not gonna die either. Now he's just sitting in Winterfell. He's just chilling. So he's not gonna die. Sansa's probably not gonna die now as well.
No, I hope she doesn't.
So I mean, pretty much everyone that's not in King's Landing is gonna be chill. What if they just kill off John, bruv?
That's where. Nah, John can't die. His plot armor is as big as freaking Sam. Literally. But no,
Oh, bro. Yeah.
there's a thing. You see, so the last thing I'm gonna make before we tail this video off, there's this
Mhm.
the theory and prediction from this one guy that
Yep.
supposedly leaked, got like the episode got leaked. The end of episode 5 will be was gonna pan to walkers like the whites in that pattern that the Night King arranges or like whatever. You know how
Oh,
that
his like sigil.
yeah they're gonna be like that and they come back alive and the South are under threat again.
Nah, don't. Oh my
But no one knows
days.
how.
If they revive the Night King and the Whites and everything, I'm
Yes.
not gonna watch episode 6. I can't lie.
Supposedly, boom. Imagine
Plus,
they just pull out a season 9. Like, nah, kidding.
yeah. I mean, I was gonna say without a season 9, that ending to an episode 5 would be literally like impossible, unless they make episode 6 like 5 hours
Ambiguous.
long,
Unless
or
they just
just
leave
don't
it.
finish it.
They just
Oh
don't
god,
finish it.
I would hate it. I would absolutely despise that if they just stood up all of a sudden.
Game of like we're gonna have to go into it properly, like Game of Thrones of Optic, but it took such a downhill from season 7.
Yep, massive. It's all because of the like. I don't want to say the screenwriters are bad
Mm.
because they're not bad, but it's
Nah,
just
they're
not.
very good. They brought it alive.
But it's
Can't
just
discredit
not
it.
what it's not what it was between seasons 1 to 6,
Fair
where
play.
season 1 to 5 it's based on the books.
I thought season 6 was amazing.
Season 6 was really good, but that was like they still had the creative. They still technically had. Obviously, didn't have a book to rely on, but the book set everything up until that point.
Yeah, true.
So anything past season 6 is entirely what they made it, because the ending of season 6 was their complete right, and then they had to continue the story from that point on.
I just hope.
So then we got season 7 and 8, which have been disappointing to say the least, in my opinion.
Yep. 8 has been watched worse than 7, but you know, 7
I
wasn't that
thought
easy
season
to
I thought
compare.
season 7 was bad, but this is reaching a whole new level. Like I
And
was
before we,
defending,
go,
yeah,
you go. Now you go.
I was defending episode 1 and 2 because everyone was saying they were quite slow,
Yeah.
and even episode 1 I was trying to like explain to you, because I remember the first time you watched it, you were like it wasn't good, and I was like, just give it time because it's a plot setup. But like
You
after
don't follow up
watching,
with another episode of plot.
and then you give 1.5 hour episode where yes, it's fighting the whole time, but all of that fighting could have been resolved in like 10 minutes if Arya killed the Night King quicker. If you know what I mean, like it didn't have to go all the way down to that. And then season 4 is basically another hour and a half of plot, except like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what pissed me off last week.
And don't get me wrong, I do appreciate plot, a lot of plot in this show, because yes, it's finishing, but because it's finishing, we still need someone on the Iron Throne. That's what we've been watching this show for 8 seasons,
Mm.
10 years of this show. We've been watching it so that we find out who sits on the throne finally. We've had many different rulers, we've rooted for many different people, and now if we're like completing and finishing the saga, we want to see shit happen.
Yep.
We want to see massive fights over the throne. Like, if you think about it, this there's pretty much not been, up until season 8, no one's really fought for the throne. Everyone that
Nah,
sat on the
it's been
throne
uncontested.
has been because of someone dying. So you go from Robert Baratheon, who dies, and then Joffrey becomes king because he's his son, but he's not really. So he has an illegitimate claim anyway
I
for
thought he was his
that.
son. Him and Cersei were married.
Yeah, but
Oh, it's
yeah,
Jamie,
but
isn't it?
it's Jamie's. So he's a they're full bred Lannisters, like incest bred Lannisters, all of them, and they have an illegitimate claim to the throne, but they just took it because everyone thought that it was a legitimate claim. So then we went to Joffrey. After Joffrey, we went to Tommen because Joffrey died. Tommen jumped out the window, and then now Cersei's been reigning since ever since, and there's not been any like battles over it. And now we're in season 8. We finally got Daenerys on the mainland in Westeros. We want to see fighting and shit. We don't want to see 4 hours of diplomacy and shit because that needs to be left behind. They just need to go fight, and we need shit from this season. We can't. It's gonna be so bad when we have 6 episodes left. They were hyping this up, like hour and a half episodes. It's meant to be like so sick, and then we get 1 episode of fighting, and that's really it.
You just went on a mad one.
I
That
did
is
go on a mad one because that's why I
that is
honestly think
facts.
about this. That's why I think about this season. They're doing us viewers a disservice. That's what I
Couldn't put
personally
it
think.
any more. Like, can we just talk about the people that are talking about us, the people that hate on it? We're not hating on it. Just like, you know how like Optic Hitch and them man were talking about people that are hating on it and
Yeah,
shit.
they were like, "Oh
It's
yeah,
not.
why you hating on it and stuff like that? Just watch it for the." It's constructive criticism.
I wouldn't even go that far. It's more about the. This is what we waited for 2 years, yeah. 2 years to get like a half-done thing. It's like, bro, don't get me so excited about the Starbucks cup. Even though it was in Starbucks, I don't think. But you know what I mean? Like that. Like
Just the
I'm not
level
gonna
of.
go into it, but
But this is why we're here. We're here to go into it. Absolutely here to go into it because we're doing a podcast on Game of Thrones. I went on a rant. Everyone knows my point of view. I'm not hating on the show itself because I still think it's a good show. The episodes themselves aren't exactly bad, but they're not what you expect.
it's true. No one knows what to expect, but good things from Game of Thrones. Like it's been an amazing
And
journey,
everyone's
but
everyone's trying to justify it as saying like, oh yeah, it's not as good because everyone hyped up to be something that big, and then you're expecting something even bigger than what you're getting because you hyped it up for so long. But you're giving us a 2 year break between the last season, which was mediocre, and then you're giving us a 2 year break to then go to the ultimate season where everything goes down, and it concludes this show that we've been watching, and they give us this.
it's like half done dinner. It's like cold in the middle, and I'm eating it. I'm just like, what the fuck? Give it back.
It's like when you put it in the microwave and you microwave it for like 3 minutes and you take it out and it's still cold in the middle.
You know what I mean?
That kind of disappointment is like, I was waiting for that for 3 minutes and you still give me a cold dish. Fuck you. You know what? For as much as I want to be wrong at this point, I don't think I'm going to be with it just being disappointing. I could be wrong. Next 2 episodes could be fucking amazing and redeem season 8, but I doubt it.
I don't think you can pull it back after all of this stuff, man.
You definitely can. I mean, kill Daenerys, kill the Hound. Fucking, if they killed, imagine they killed Arya. Imagine
If Arya
that would
dies,
that would be something that I would expect from Game of Thrones. Just an out of nowhere, just like a, you know how what's his name, Rhaegal. You know how he died last episode, just randomly got shot by a bolt. If something like that happened to Arya, everyone would go ballistic, and I feel like that's kind of what we need.
that is true. Especially with the dragon, that was not expected at all.
But I feel like Game of Thrones has lost its magic from, you know how it was that show that everyone knew as, you don't know what's gonna happen. Like they killed off the main
That is what they needed.
protagonist in the
Just
first show. In the first season of the show, they killed Ned Stark. How are you gonna? But it's lost that magic. It's like it's lost the magic of Ned Stark's beheading, the Red Wedding. It's because you're not ready for those kind of things. You don't see it coming.
they're
But
not giving us any of those moments.
but yeah, sure, the dragon getting shot, but that's not. If you think about the most epic scenes of Game of Thrones, you think about the Red Wedding itself. You think about Battle of Bastards. You
Battle
think
of
about
Blackwater.
Blackwater. You think about Hardhome. You think about all of these things. They've all got like this magic about it. There's not been, even with Episode 3, Battle for Winterfell,
Yeah,
I didn't see that magic. Like Battle of Bastards was something magical. It was only like 20 minutes, but it was amazing. It was
Yeah,
breathtaking. But then this apparently biggest production of all time in like TV show like
history.
ever history, like it was just underwhelming.
That's it.
That's it.
Do you
Final
want to tear
verdict
this
for
off?
this season so far. I'm going to finish this podcast with underwhelming.
I don't think I could give it a number out of 10. I'll just give it into the minus, honestly.
We can't speak until
It's done.
episode 6 finishes,
But
which will
until
be quite
now,
sad. But until now, it's
yeah,
just underwhelming. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say it's bad. I'm not hating on it, but I'm going to say it's underwhelming.
disappointment to say the least. Disappointment.
Yep. Well, thank you for listening
Thank you
to
guys.
my little rant and
Yeah,
to our
Casper went off
points.
on one.
I went off on one, but look,
It's got to be
it's got
done.
to be said. Yep. There you go.
Someone's got to say it. Even though everyone's saying it in the community, but it's also the people who are anti people that are anti about it. It's like, shut up. Just let everyone have an opinion.
Some people just hate on it to hate on it
Now I'm
because they
talking
want to
about
be
people
cool.
hating on the people hating on it. Like,
Oh right, yeah, yeah. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
100%.
Although some people make stupid choices and say stupid things,
But
but everyone's entitled to their own thing. But yeah, without much rambling on, thank you,
tune into
and
the next one. That was us.
we'll catch you soon.
We'll probably do a season. No, we'll do episode 5 review maybe tomorrow or something. If we got
Yeah,
time.
probably. Yeah,
Because we could do it in the evening. Quick half an hour.
yeah. After our good old civil rights
Revision.
revision.
Yeah. But thanks guys for watching. If any of you are watching it, just like, subscribe. Anything else you want to add?
Socials down below.
Yep.
Else
They're on the
everywhere.
screen right now.
Yep, on the screen as well. And yeah, just spread the word.
Please do.
All right. Thank you guys.
Peace.